Hey, yo, Chicos and Chicas, it's Kitty, and today I'm not using my cam because I'm going to be reacting to these Dr. Phil videos that have been circulating around the internet on this girl named Treasure who thinks she is Caucasian or white or whatever you want to call it. And, yeah, so let's just get into it. No intro is going to be put in this video today because, I'm using Vidyard and I can't really edit those, so I guess it's going to be uncut. So just wanted to throw that in there. But anyway, let's get started.
I'm in Beverly Hills right now. I'm seeing a lot of Caucasian people, and I haven't seen I've seen only a gaggle of African Americans.
Hold on, did she just like gaggle? Okay.
And they were really gross. Look at that! It has like a Gucci design and everything. And they have a Chanel. I think I'm gonna die. I think that, of course, if an African American walked into any of these stores, I feel like people have the right to refuse service, and I feel like they would probably steal something. So of course they should get asked to leave.
Oh, sweetheart. Well, the problem with that is, I don't know if you looked in a mirror, but woman, child of God, you're black, my love. You're black. You're not white. I don't care what you may think, but you may think you look white. I don't know what problems you have. You may think you look white, but to others on the outside, you are black. So you basically just said that they should refuse service to you too. Continuing on.
Most definitely. Well, those were my fellow Caucasian people. They were so beautiful and pretty. I assumed they were models. So I had to say, tell them they were beautiful. Well, I'm just living my best life out here on Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. And I just feel like I belong here, most definitely. The place I'm in, it just takes my breath away. We haven't seen literally any African Americans here, which is such a positive, good thing. My ideal place to live actually would be like a...
Dr. Phil, I see you with that knockoff 24 karat magic in the background. Okay.
Right here, where the homes are giant. There's really nice families. Oh, see, there's like a little boy just playing frisbee and stuff. Well, all the people here are Caucasian, so that's probably the reason why I most likely would fit in here.
Hold on. I'm sorry for pausing so much, but why are they blurring the background out? Is it because they don't want to know, like, they don't want people's houses and cars to be seen, or what? Because I'm kind of confused about that. But yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that so much. Let's just keep going.
The most, because I also am a Caucasian person, and this is where I belong. This environment reminds me of the ghetto. This environment reminds me of the hood. So as you can see, her hair literally looks like it's a sponge. If you put your hands in her hair, you probably lose a finger. The smell is just like so overwhelming. Like, I just want to die. And it's way too many African Americans. That's probably some of the reasons why it smells. There's dog right there. Like, there's actual dog right there. Like, someone really needs to clean up. All these people look like pickpocketers. Like, they all just look like they're gonna steal from you. African Americans are more known to actually commit crimes than Caucasian people.
Oh, my love, my dear, sweet child. No, honey, no, that's not true. That is not true at all. Oh, continuing on.
So, I mean, you never know with them. They have giant lips. Their noses are really, really big. And they're just like really ghetto. It's like completely disgusting how ghetto they are.
Okay, those two guys in the background, I can admit they were a little wrong for what they did, but that's no reason to put a whole race into one category because of a picket amount of people, like just a tiny amount of people. That has nothing to do with the whole race itself. I'm black. I'm still sitting here in free society, have all my freedom, making a YouTube video right now. I'm not in jail and I've never been in jail. So your point being?
Like, honestly. Like, where do they come from? That's the reason why they're called monkeys in the first place, because they don't know how to act. I could never live.
No, she did not just say that. Tell me she did not just say that. Okay. Whew, this is a 16-year-old girl. Miracle, you are 20. You're kidding. Calm down. It's fine. Whew.
Live in this filth and among all of these African Americans and among all of these people who clearly have absolutely no class. African Americans they ruin everything good.
Does it occur to you that you might be hurting people's feelings? You might be causing someone pain with the things that you say?
Well, I believe African Americans don't really have feelings and don't care.
Do you just have a list of things that you say to be outrageous?
Oh, no. I feel like, honestly, everything that I say is the truth. I mean, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. Someone had to make them up, Someone actually had to look at a black person and say, wow, you're really fat. It's a black stereotype. Almost all black people have diabetes. All of them are fat and overweight.
I have diabetes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad for you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Oh, okay.
We're worried about you, sweetheart.
I think the only reason why people are laughing is because you guys act like you've never heard people say this before. It's just because I'm going to step. I'm actually going to say what everyone else is thinking because it's the truth. But I'll say it. I'll say it.
If you disagree with what she's saying, stand up.
I can't really be seen right now, but I will be one of those people standing.
All of them are liars. All of them are liars. And behind closed doors, they type the same thing as me. They're just quiet about it. That's it. And you can hear by the reaction in the crowd, some of them are African Americans, because I can hear the fact that it's getting real loud in here.
You need some help big time.
Oh, boy. Should we go to the next one? I think we're going to go to the next one. We're going to go to the next one. Let's just go to the next one.
When it comes to my daughter, I do have a lot of fears. Part of my fears with my daughter Treasure is fear of the unknown. I feel like I don't know where things are headed.
My views on African Americans will not be a problem in the future for me. And as long as I have a mouth, I most definitely will express my opinions.
My fear with my sister and her crazy views is that she's going to say the wrong thing to the wrong person.
My worst fear is that my daughter Treasure will put on a white sheet and join the Ku Klux Klan.
If my mom is afraid that I might join the Ku Klux Klan, the only thing that she needs to know is I may just do it if they offer me a hood.
If you step foot near the KKK, that will be the end of you, my love. Oh my God. How ignorant can you be? Do you not? I'm sorry, okay? I know she may have an issue, but you look at your skin color, look at your complexion. You are not Caucasian. No one sees that but you. Your family doesn't even see that. Oh my God. I pray for this child. Pray for this child.
What is it that's caused you to have such self-loathing and self-hatred that you're so rejecting of who you are?
Dr. Phil, get it together and speak faster, please. You almost put me to sleep. Come on now. You know better than that.
You project it onto others, but you're clearly describing yourself when you say that. And I'm just wondering,
That's funny.
what is it? What have you done that's made yourself so upset with you?
Well, I mean, I don't have any problems with myself. I honestly think that God made one perfect person. It's me.
Sure. Yeah, you're perfect. Okay.
And I mean, I just
That girl in the audience is me right now. Just laughs. Oh, Jesus Christ.
well, I don't have any issues with myself necessarily. I feel like black people should just be put in a different place. Let's say that, because I'm not going to say anything too extreme because I know they're around and they get all angry and stuff. Black people are very chaotic.
Let's take that out of it. Let's take that out of the conversation for a minute. Let's just completely forget about race and African Americans. Let's forget about that completely.
That's hard for me to do.
Well, but let's try it. You said you're very intelligent and that you're the perfect person, so I'm sure you can achieve whatever you set out to do.
All right.
All right. So I'm curious how you define empathy.
I don't have any. I feel like if you have empathy, then you have sympathy for someone. You know, like if I see a homeless person on the street and I give him $1, then I have empathy for him. I feel like, oh, wow, he's homeless. But honestly, for me, if I gave a homeless person $1, I would take it back just because I would like to see the sadness on his face of me, you know, tricking him, thinking I'm going to give him money.
What kind of cold-hearted bitch are you? Girl, you better hope you're not homeless. You better hope I don't find you, because if you ever become homeless and I have a lot of money and I see you on the street, I'm gonna do that to you. And let's just see how you feel about it. Karma's a bitch.
Uh-huh. So you don't wish other people well?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Why would I?
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Ha, bitch.
And so the person that you would decide as ideal would not be someone that would wish others well.
No, not at all. I don't believe in sacrifices for other people.
No,
especially.
that's not sacrifice, just that you would wish others well.
No, not at all.
Uh-huh.
So when you say not at all, do you mean not your family, not your friends, if you have any, nobody? Okay.
No, I don't care about people. People just aren't on the same level as me. People are really low to the ground, and I'm like in the clouds, kind of. Like they're just up.
They're in
I'm
some
up here,
whole other
they're
world.
down here. Like there's separate levels for like. I believe that we're in two different lanes. You know.
You're saying an ideal person does not care what happens to other people.
Yeah.
And so everybody else, you would wish them to fail while you succeed.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's how you only make it in life. If you don't do that, then where are you going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, moving on.
I want to introduce you to someone, Spirit, a life coach and therapist from Atlanta. As a life coach and as a very accomplished and successful African-American woman, what are you hearing and what do you have to say to this young woman?
Well, you know, I think if you get caught up in the very extreme things that she's talking about, then you miss the tragedy of her story, Dr. Phil. And the tragedy is, unfortunately, Mom, you didn't intend to. And I actually heard you say, well, what I told her about who she was, and then told her the truth later on, well, nobody was going to get hurt. Unfortunately, somebody did, the most important person, and that was your daughter. You lied to her about who she was, and then when you told her that she was something else, it caused a complete identity crisis. So we have issues around culture, we have issues around class, we have issues around racial identity, and we have issues around self-esteem. It's not that she hates Black people. It's that she hates herself and she wants her own life back. She wants her life back.
Well, I couldn't agree more, which is why I ask you, what is it that you're so upset with yourself about? Why are you so angry?
I don't take hood rats serious at all. So
Hood rats. Okay.
I'm not going to even pay her any mind.
Whoa, wait a minute. You just called a very successful woman who's more successful than you are and probably more successful than you ever will be in your life a hood rat? Okay.
If I've been white since the day I've been born, then I'm still white now, and I will be white every day I wake up. Most definitely. There's nothing out here that can change my opinion, not some hood rat telling me you don't know what you're talking about, or not you,
Not a
Dr.
mirror?
Phil. No.
Do you think that it is becoming to you to refer to this very fine, well-educated woman that flew halfway across the country to reach out to you, to refer to her as a hood rat? Do you
Exactly
think that's
what I just
becoming
said.
to you?
Well, I don't know why she would
Do you
try
think
to.
that's flattering to you to do that? Do you think
I mean,
that
I'm just telling the
edifies
truth.
you?
I'm not lying.
Well, I didn't want to ask you.
I feel like it's becoming of me to tell the truth. So, yes.
I think at this point it's really important for us to deal with facts. And so, Treasure, I think exposure is important. And so I would absolutely invite you to come and shadow
No,
me in
thank you.
Atlanta so that you could actually meet and
thank
understand
you.
what amazing Black women look like,
No, thank
so
you.
that you can learn your Black girl magic too.
Honestly, I applaud that woman, because honestly, if I were her and she talked to me like that, I probably would have lost all of my professionalism and jumped out of that seat and would have been all over her like icing on a cake. Just saying.
No, I don't believe in going in a room full of I would never do something like that.
Ooh, calm, Usa, calm.
Unfortunately, see, the interesting thing about this, though, Dr. Phil, is that when you are comfortable in your position, when you know who you are, when you are educated and you are fact-based, you can walk into any room with confidence. You can talk to anyone. You don't have to do anything except for simply be. But when you feel the need to bring people down, when you feel the need to use words to hurt people, we know all the time that hurt people hurt people. And so I look at you, and all I want to do is just help you heal your brokenness. It's so unfortunate.
What are you so afraid of?
Seeing a Black person is like going to the zoo. You only want to go there a few times, but if you go there all the time, you know everything that goes on.
That's like a tired record. You only have about 6 things you say.
Huh.
And, after you say them, it's just...
That's quite true. Oh, boy, next video.
I know a lot of people take issue with my beliefs. I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant as like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. They're just perfect. My ears, I don't have Black people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto, but when it comes to
Most African Americans speak ghetto.
Black people, I think they're all ugly and I have nothing in common with them. I'm different from African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian.
Ooh, where? Oof.
And she's a wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a Black person.
I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on 2 different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here. I'm here.
White people act and think just way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way.
Black people think in a criminal way. Oh boy.
When I think about African Americans, I feel like asking them, what is wrong with them? They're really dangerous. If an African American is on the same street as I am, I'll cross the street to avoid their chaotic, thuggish ways.
Are you okay?
I'm irritated.
I'm sorry.
I just know that I'm white. I mean, she might not know that I'm white, but I know that I'm white. I can feel it through my veins. I feel it through my blood.
I tell my mom I'll never be like any of those Negroes. My mom tries to criticize me about my supposed race. I tell her she's just ignorant. There's nothing wrong with my views or beliefs because I have freedom of speech and everything I'm saying is true.
Okay, Treasure, how are you this morning?
Pretty great. How are you?
I'm all right.
That's great.
Now, you've been listening to everything we've talked about so far,
Yes,
right?
I have.
And is there anything that your mom has said or told me about that's inaccurate, incomplete, or that you want to add something to?
Well, I mean, actually, yeah. You guys called me delusional earlier, and I feel like the only people
I did not call you delusional. I asked your mother if she thought you were delusional.
Yes, well, you asked her that question. I would like to clarify the fact that I am nowhere near delusional. I'm actually very capable and a very intelligent person.
Are you sure about that? Are you really sure you're not delusional? Really? Okay.
So.
Being delusional and being intelligent are not mutually exclusive.
Well, I feel like if you're being delusional, then you got to be some type of retarded. And I'm not that.
Well, I have 2 things to say about that. Number one, that's absolutely, just simply not the fact. And number two, using that word is very derogatory. So I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't use that word.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I'll understand, only because I'm a very respectful person. And if you wish that I don't use that word, then I most definitely won't use it.
Okay, appreciate that.
Okay, no problem.
When you say that you believe yourself to be Caucasian, tell me why you believe that to be true.
Well, I know I'm a Caucasian because when I wake up in the morning, I just have such a great life. And that my hair is so perfect, my skin isn't ugly, and I'm not fat also, which is also a really African American thing. So like I'm just nowhere near like them. And plus they're so thug and criminal that I can't relate.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, that's just so riddled with ignorance. I don't even know how to respond.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it to be insulting. Ignorance doesn't mean lack of intelligence. It means lack of information.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're confusing the concept of race and ethnicity, because race is really biologically determined.
I know I'm biologically white. I feel it through my veins and through my blood. I don't just think I'm white. I know that I'm white.
And
there's no doubt in my mind.
Even though I have told you that your father was not your father and that you are actually African American,
you might be lying. I don't trust anything that anyone else says. I know that I'm white.
Ethnicity, on the other hand, has to do with whether or not you identify with a particular group in terms of their culture and practices, beliefs, religions, things that go along with that particular group. And that has nothing to do with race. Sometimes they can overlap, but not always.
Well, I feel like you're wrong. You're completely wrong. I know who I am and I know my race, and I'm a proud white person. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing, I feel it through my veins. Like it's literally in my blood. There's no way. I don't believe that I'm white. It's not my ethnicity.
Treasure, do you
it's my race.
You don't believe? Well, I mean, you could have said something after that and it could have been more credible. When you said, I don't believe I'm white, that could have been, that kind of contradicts what you said, but oh boy. Okay, last video, and after this, I think I'm gonna be done because I can't handle much more of this.
People try to tell me I'm an African American, but that's not true. African Americans are loud, rude, obnoxious, and just altogether fat and ugly.
If you ask me, my 16-year-old daughter has a very out of control identity crisis. She truly believes she's white. When Treasure was 5 years old, I've noticed Treasure was having issues with her race. She wouldn't play with the black children. Treasure would mangle or destroy her black dolls. She would cut their heads off, pull off their arms. She would pretend that they were the white doll's slaves.
My mom bought me.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Oh no. No.
Beautiful white dolls instead of buying me the ugly, big lip black doll.
I felt mortified. I was a single mom trying to support a family. We couldn't afford to stay in our beautiful home. We moved from a mostly white, affluent neighborhood to the city, which was mostly African American.
From the suburbs to the hood. I was not anything like other black people. They were all hood rats and they were all ghetto. They all act like monkeys.
Her school was predominantly African American. She started to say very racist things in public. Like, I hate black people's hair, they're dirty. She would call them the N-word.
It made me feel good to put down an African American person because it helps them stay in their place. All the African American kids that I was around were all ugly looking and losers. They're all gorillas.
Yeah, I really can't take much more of this. Oh my God.
My daughter is a racist against her own race. What I find the most disturbing is my daughter is consumed with the Ku Klux Klan. It just shakes me to my core. Treasure, have you ever reached out to the KKK?
I have their number on speed dial. Call KKK. They keep me current on updated events. I've had the KKK's number since I was in middle school.
Hold on a second. Hold on. hold up. So this is where I draw the line, okay? Okay, so I know for a fact that that is fake because first of all, here's some evidence right now. How in the hell is the KKK going to what's the word for it? Shit, I forgot the word for what I'm trying to say. Why would they bring in, let's just keep it to the simplest terms. I have a bigger term for that, but I totally forgot what it was. The simplest term, bring in a 13-year-old, 14, whatever, middle school age girl. Black girl at that. Why would they bring them into the KKK? That doesn't make sense. Even if you were white, I don't think that they were, the word I was looking for, recruit. I don't think they would recruit a middle school kid, even if you were white. So I just, oh boy, okay.
The loyal white knights of the Ku Klux Klan. Another 8 jump out, this time in Washington, D.C. 20-year-old silverback gorilla tried passing a parked bus, then struck it with her car.
I identify with the Ku Klux Klan because the way they believe is just so smart. White is right.
White power.
To ask if you've ever gone to their website, that's me.
Oh, yeah,
You've done it. Yeah,
website.
I figured as much. Ooh, that's just awful.
Yeah, of course I've been to their
That's just awful. My daughter does spend a lot of time on social media. I don't even look at her Facebook page. It's too painful.
I don't care what other people think. I'm going to do what I want.
As a parent, I kept expecting her to just outgrow it and thinking she would change. I pretty much was like an ostrich, put my head in the sand, and it's getting worse.
Okay, you're shocked by this, right?
Mortified.
And I want to tell you, I'm interested in doing this story because I think it's a teachable moment and not for sensationalistic shock value because of some of the outrageous things that she says. So I don't think she's doing them to get attention. I think she's doing them because this is how she actually feels and believes.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes, I do. She says she's white.
Right, from a very early age. Do you think she's delusional?
Without doubt.
I mean, so is she delusional in other areas or just this area?
Just this area.
Okay. Now, when she showed up the other day and she met one of our very able producers, which she discovered on meeting her, I guess she had talked to her on the phone, but on meeting her, that she was in fact black.
Yes.
She was very taken aback, very awkward, reluctant to even shake her hand.
Wow. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, this is Christian that she met and worked with here.
She says things like they should be in cages. They're monkeys. So her views are extreme, to say the least, and extremely offensive.
You have explained to Treasure in the past that she is not Caucasian. How
Yes.
does she respond when you tell her that?
She flew into a rage and told me I'm white.
Wow. Well, with that being said, that does it for this video. I need to go and think about some things. That was very that was something. That was really something. Oh boy. That was like Whoa Vicky, but way, way, way worse. That was like Whoa Vicky reversed and on steroids. My God. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go now and I'm gonna rethink some things and I'm just gonna see you guys maybe tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, sucker punch that bell button. Stay sweet and gold loves, and I will see you in the next